The Survivor 49 Meet the Cast videos just dropped, and Jeepers Creepers, I am genuinely concerned for most of these people's mental well-being, because what the crap is happening? But anyways, let's go over these Meet the Cast videos, shall we?
I have a necklace that says boss on it that I wear every day, and
Carolyn Wigger, do you think just because you dye your hair a dumb color we won't recognize it's you, Buster?
got into music in my 40s. I bought a guitar and wrote my first song all with just
What the absolute freak are you doing, buddy?
one chord because that's all I could play.
Food for thought. Maybe learn how to freaking play more than one chord before you make a music video.
And so I made a YouTube video, and the first comment I got was from this woman talking about my clothes being too young for me.
Wow. That lady was spitting absolute facts. How are you pushing 50 wearing this, you homunculus bozo?
It was awful, and my heart was broken. And then I thought, wait a minute.
Oh, I see. She's gonna say she realized how much of an absolute doofus she looked like wearing all of those horrendous outfits, and how this lady made her see the error of her ways. Right?
Screw this lady.
Or, yeah, I guess just keep dressing like an Oompa Loompa for the rest of your life. Sure, why not?
We wear who we love, none of it. You should be able to live your best life.
No, Mrs. Pink Hair, you shouldn't be able to love whoever you want because, there are freaking pedophiles.
And so I decided to lean into that whole idea and name the band Trashy Annie.
I do not see the correlation.
I think it gives an outlet for people of all walks of life, all shapes and sizes, all experience levels to come together and try to do this crazy thing that none of us understand.
I think there are definitely people that understand Survivor. What do you mean you don't understand Survivor? Why are you on the show, you absolute doofus brain?
I'm in the dirt right now. My feet are messy. I'm not used to this. I wear a suit to work every day.
Then why in tarnations did you apply to be on Survivor? That's like paying to go skydiving and then saying, actually guys, I'm scared of heights.
Grew up a pretty privileged life. My parents didn't have it as easy. They were an interracial couple in the 80s.
Is it just me, or does this guy look a lot like Shrek? I mean, this dude looks like if one of Shrek's kids grew up and then got like a skin surgery to look more like a human being.
I moved to Washington, D.C. the day after I graduated college.
Wait a second. They're letting ogres take our jobs now? What is happening?
I told my office that I was coming. I was like, they're gonna make me quit right now on the spot.
Yo, homie G, I don't think a job can make you quit. That's just called being fired.
My boss could not be more excited. She said, you're gonna go, you're gonna win, and she's obsessed with my dating life. She said, you're gonna find a wife.
First of all, why is your boss obsessed with your dating life? That is kind of that is definitely creepy. And second of all, what the heck happened to Fiona?
I think a Survivor auction is an iconic event that I have to make it to.
Wow, some people want to win the game, some people want to pull off a blindside, some people want to find an idol, but this dude wants to go to the auction. Which, by the way, auctions aren't even a guarantee anymore. Bro is going to murder Jeff if there's no auction this season. Jeff is cooked.
Because I have to prove the margarita curse wrong. Anyone who drinks a margarita goes home the next night. That's not gonna happen with me. I love my happy hours.
Why is Buster Brown making the most obscure tasks for himself? Like what are you doing, Pat?
My spirit animal are panda bears. They're big and they're fluffy, but they have really sharp teeth and claws, and you would never expect that.
Really? Because with that laugh, I would have assumed your spirit animal was a freaking hyena.
And there weren't a lot of gay kids. There weren't a lot of Asian kids.
Womp womp, cry me a river, Buster. I swear, bro. We hear the exact thing verbatim into every single Meet the Cast video from at least one person each season. I'm going to lose my mind. That is a cute rabbit, though. So, Bunny Fufu gets extra points.
I'm from a very loving family who've supported me my entire life. I grew up.
Holy mother of pearl, what is this abysmal attire? Bro must have taken fashion advice from the first lady.
Season 2, it was something that we always watched.
Definitely a normal reaction to watching Survivor, just laughing like a maniac for absolutely no freaking reason. I also frequently do that activity as well.
We always disagreed on like who we liked. He always liked the brawn, the strong male, and I always loved like an underdog female.
So that means you weren't rooting for King Bruce in 45? Yeah, you're cooked, buddy. You're done for.
My mom doesn't know that I'm here. I want my mom to be watching Survivor and seeing me come up in the credits.
Brother, do you just like not talk to your mom? How is she not gonna notice you being gone for 28 days?
She will love it so much.
I don't know why, but it just feels like this guy has Botox on literally every part of his face.
Big fan of astrology.
Yeah, that tracks.
I want to be the first male Taurus to ever win Survivor.
And also apparently the first Joker to ever win Survivor.
2 weeks ago, I was sitting on my couch watching Survivor with a cold beer in my hand, 4 feet of snow outside, -20, and now I'm sitting in Fiji.
Buster, I think your shirt's like 3 sizes too small.
A place called Regina, Saskatchewan.
I'm sorry, you grew up in a place called what?
I went there to play professional ice hockey.
I swear, every single person who plays hockey sounds exactly like this guy.
Ended up touring around with a male review show.
Holy mother of pearl, what incarnations am I looking at right now, Buster?
Got to dance for thousands of women every single night. And
I'm not gonna lie, I think I might actually sue CBS for my therapist bill, because what the heck is this, bro?
married an Australian girl, brought her back to Canada, and that's where I live currently.
So you mean to tell me that you took an Australian out of their natural habitat? How can you sleep at night, buddy?
Before I applied for Survivor, we were trying to get pregnant.
What do you mean we exactly there, pal?
The sad thing about this is my dad has a medical condition right now called glaucoma, and his doctors gave him to the end of this year until he loses eyesight permanently.
Listen here, bucko. You lost all sob story sympathy after these shenanigans. The ship has sailed.
I'm sorry, I'm sweating so much.
Tim Spicer, is that you?
This is day 0 and I smell horrible.
Holy moly, this dude is absolutely cooked. Who's gonna work with a guy who smells like he rolled around in the city dump on the first day?
I'm from a small town in New Jersey.
Dude, this guy has a soothing voice. He needs to be like the voice of the audiobooks, bro.
I grew up in a single parent household.
Oh.
A lot of time at home babysitting those knuckleheads.
Big Bro used the term knuckleheads in the Big 25. Next he's gonna be saying whippersnappers.
For video production, and that was my ticket out of my small town.
I mean, I feel like the golden ticket from Willy Wonka's cooler, but you know, to each their own.
I feel like a lot of other, black men that look like me, they had to be good at football or basketball.
I'm not trying to be rude, but like, who the heck looks like you that's good at sports? Like, you look like a nerd, buddy.
I can't do that, so I've been in LA.
Holy moly, that SpongeBob hoodie is absolutely fire, and I need one immediately. This girl could take some fashion advice from Jawan, not gonna lie.
Ever since I've been doing well in LA, my siblings have been like, oh, I want to go to college. I want to get out too. And it's just beautiful. I feel like I'm living proof that, like, you should never give up.
Honestly, I'm rooting for Jawan, bro. He is the only normal human being we've had so far.
My mom, she doesn't even watch Survivor.
Well, maybe buy a new one, because that's a freaking horrible mom. Like, what the heck?
She brought me a suitcase full of coconuts one day.
Why the heck would she put them in a suitcase? Why not, like, put them in a basket like a normal human being?
And she's like, well, if you're gonna eat coconuts out there, like, you need to practice opening them.
And then he proceeded to break both his arms 14 times that day.
My family to go to college, I got into UCLA and I studied physics and math.
What a freaking nerd, dork, dweeb, four eyes looking doofus.
Well, I try to be, but there's evidence that I may be smart. I'm not.
Immediately cuts to him dropping every fruit he is currently carrying.
I think I just have little guy energy.
Jason here just said, I think I have little guy energy. What incarnations does that even mean? What? I'm actually confused.
I think that I have what it takes because
Is it just me, or does Jason here look like a mix of Matt from 44 and Sean from 45?
I live in fear.
Why is Jason a whore? He's hunting you down? Does your mom ask to see your search history constantly? Do you live next to Sue from 47?
Live in fear. All I can do is like muscle my way out.
You quite literally just said you're not a physical person, so like you're contradicting yourself, buddy.
My husband is very supportive of me being out here. He was like, do what you need to do. But he told me do not come back without the money.
Holy Holy moly, bro does not want her back. That's crazy.
No, Oklahoma is the only state where every single county is red, and I am a black liberal that is not red at all.
Saying that while your entire outfit is completely red is completely comically comical.
So I can deal with literally any type of person.
Makes absolutely no sense. She literally just said, yeah, the place I live, everyone thinks the same way, so that means I can talk to anyone. Huh?
Then we have 2 kids. The past 5 years have been kind of crazy. I dealt with my mom having an addiction and she died from a fentanyl overdose.
Holy moly, that went from 1 to 100 real quick.
And I was in a really dark spot through all of that. And then I saw season 45.
There is absolutely no way she just said that Survivor 45 helped her get over her mother's fentanyl overdose. That is crazy.
Apply now, and I was like, oh, I guess you're talking to me.
Actually, he was talking to the entire audience, not just you, buddy. The world does not revolve around you, my friend.
I put people off at first. They think I'm gonna be like a mean girl or standoffish.
You look like you would be in a Pixar movie, bruh.
I feel like I need to remember to smile so I don't have RBF.
Why wouldn't you want a realistic Bruce figurine, you absolute idiot?
I'd never watched a single episode before season 47.
Bro, she is cooked if that's the only season she's seen, dude.
I'm a new Survivor fan. I'm not gonna tell anyone that though.
I feel like it's gonna be pretty freaking obvious there, buddy.
Nigerian parents, they want you to be a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, and I didn't do any of those.
Yes, every single Nigerian parent wants their kids to be one of those 3 things.
I think I have what it takes to win the million because I thrive off my own energy.
That sounds like something a drug addict would say, not gonna lie.
I do boot camps 5 a.m. in the morning. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink energy drinks. I don't know, fake it till I make it. Like I get loud, I start jumping, and then all of a sudden you start feeling it.
Yeah, she definitely does cocaine.
Every time I go outside, somebody compliments my hair. And it's just like, I think this look just makes me a lot more approachable.
Why? 'Cause you're white, you racist son of a gun.
Yeah, I grew up in northern Utah. I was an odd little kid. Everyone wanted to be an astronaut or a fireman. I wanted to be a stockbroker.
Do little kids even freaking know what stockbrokers are? I mean, I don't even know what a freaking stockbroker is. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be Bruce.
I got to a point that I realized that's not really the trajectory I wanted to spend the next 70 years of my life on. And I shifted gears, and today I throw bags at the airport.
Brother, what? Bro just said, yeah, you know, I was a brain surgeon, but you know, I freaking hated that job, so then I became a trash man.
In the physical challenges. You go throw bags at the airport for 10 years. It builds a inner core strength.
Not to be stupid, but like, who's going to the airport with bags filled of like concrete? It's just clothes in the bags. Like, it can't be that hard, bro.
With my age, no matter how good I eat and how often I hit the gym, you start to kind of look like this.
Well, that's a freaking lie. I know people that are older than this guy that don't look like this.
I'm a bit of a Trojan horse.
Wait, do you mean you're gonna kill everybody?
There's like a lot of straight people here.
Well, I can already tell you're gonna be freaking insufferable.
So I think like adjusting to like being around a man with a 6-pack is a lot for me.
Trust me, you did not need to say that. We already know.
In Long Island, New York, into a big Italian family. I'm one of 4.
Italians, I'm gonna hit you with the spaghetti sauce.
Right before high school started, we actually moved to the middle of nowhere, Ohio.
This does seem like your typical Ohio resident, to be honest.
Miss bagels so much that my dad was like, let's just open a bagel deli.
Let me guess, you're the #1 customer, right?
The show has kind of evolved as I've evolved into adulthood.
Saying Survivor has evolved is a bold statement when the older seasons were a lot better than this new era garbage.
I watched it in high school with my family, and then when I moved away to New York after college, and now in Philly with my girlfriend.
Holy moly, her hairline is absolutely cooked, not gonna lie.
Now is the perfect way to just lean into being a kid. And I need that right now. I want that right now. Because I am a kid, and it's my favorite thing to be. And I don't ever want to grow up. Ever.
Well, that was kind of creepy. What the heck?
I actually learned how to swim because I knew if one day I'd got on Survivor, I didn't want to be the black guy who couldn't swim.
Yo, bro is already based. I immediately like Nate off the bat.
I grew up in a town called Clovis, California. I'm the youngest of 4 and I had a single mom. I loved 2 things, movies and comic books.
What a nerd!
Moved to Los Angeles when I was 18. I started working in film, which culminated in producing movies such as Captain America: The Winter Soldier and Civil War.
It's like the most famous person they've had in the new era, other than Bruce, obviously.
The Black Panther movie and the sequel for Marvel Studios. I think Survivor is a game built for T'Challa, for the Black Panther.
No it's not, Nate, because T'Challa isn't a freaking real person. He's a made-up character from a comic book, buddy. Let's get into reality here for a second, okay, pal?
My youngest daughter said to me before I left, she said, I hope you don't make the merge so you can come home early.
Me, personally, I would have put her sorry butt up for adoption on the spot. No daughter of mine is going to disrespect me, okay?
To normal people, I'd say, my name's Rizzo. But to all my friends and family, I like to go by the man, the myth, the legend, R-I-Z-G-O-D, Riz God, baby.
Bro, that's literally exactly what he said in the trailer video for this season. Is that just what he says to everyone he meets for the first time?
Both of my parents originated from Albania and immigrated to the States.
Nope. You're not allowed to freaking make me feel bad for your family after dropping the Riz God. You're done for, pal. You're a goofy guy and that's all you get to be now.
Still proudly live at home with my parents, trying to help support them.
Well, I hope a 14-year-old still lives with his parents.
My brother was diagnosed with autism.
No, bro, you're not making me feel bad for you. You call yourself Riz God. It's not happening.
I want to come here and be the best. Like, I want to be on that Mount Rushmore.
I hate to burst your bubble there, Mr. Riz, but yeah, that's not freaking happening.
One of the ways I think people would consider me wacky is the fact that I collect pimples in a jar, very specifically blackhead.
See, me personally, I would not describe that as goofy or wacky. I would describe that as deranged, and you need to be put into Arkham Asylum immediately.
I actually grew up in a small country town in North Carolina. Neither of my parents are from North Carolina.
I honestly do not care at all where your parents are from, I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of stuck out like a sore thumb just naturally.
What the heck is this? This lady is absolutely bonkers. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
You're a woman, you stay in this lane. If you're a dude, you stay in this lane. And I didn't really fit in either lane.
Yeah, cause you're freaking insane. If you wanna fit in, go to a mental institution.
Joined the military straight out of high school and then deployed to Afghanistan shortly after. One thing that the military did teach me is embrace the suck.
It taught you to embrace the suck? That sounds kind of sus, not gonna lie.
I've been told a lot that when they first see me, they think I'm gonna be the B word.
And then you show them your jar of pimples and they stop talking to you forever.
The first thing I want to do is have a dominating alliance. And I'm gonna start by picking the biggest guy or the biggest girl in my group and having them be my meat shield.
Yes, she's gonna make a dominating alliance by befriending one person, because everyone knows that 2 people is the majority on a 6-person trial.
I was born and raised in Miami. My parents grew up in Venezuela and Cuba and they immigrated to America.
Holy moly. Everyone says the same exact thing about their parents in these videos.
I've been working since I was 13 years old.
Doing what, bro? Being the security guard at the playground?
From all the jobs that I've had, I realized I don't like to work for people.
Yeah, I don't think most people do there, Buckarooski.
And so I got my master's degree in business. So now I own 3 businesses and I have 10 employees.
What? Wait. You have 3 businesses and 10 employees? How long do they work for? 24 hours at a time?
They're all men, they're all older than me, so I know how to deal with putting people in their place.
I think people that you're paying to work for you and people on Survivor is a lot different, but sure.
I would tell her that I wanted to play this game. I would tell her, Lita, I'm gonna bring home the million. And she's like, don't worry about the money, just bring home Jeff.
Hey, yo, Granny going crazy mode.
Like this hippie, spiritual, love the energy of the moon, love the energy of the earth.
Oh my gosh, can we please get rid of the freaking Kendra archetype, please? It's actually making my brain burn.
Parents own a sports bar, and way back when, one of our bartenders decided to go on a little show called Survivor, and that bartender ended up being Boston Rob.
Wow. I don't freaking care.
So I've always had a little boss energy. Okay, a lot of boss energy.
The way in which this lady speaks irks me to my core, and I don't know why.
Parents always said, Shannon, the world doesn't revolve around you. And then I realized, like, yeah, it actually does.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable thing to say, that the freaking earth revolves around you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mix of, like, the classic Donnie Wahlberg, Mark Wahlberg, Bostonian guy.
You just said a whole lot of freaky nothing there, buddy.
I know that I probably come across as someone who doesn't like the outdoors, who doesn't like to get dirty, but honestly, for $1 million, I've done a hell of a lot worse for a hell of a lot less.
Yeah, I don't even want to know.
I was a happy surprise from—
Nah, your parents were definitely shivering their timbers when they found out they were pregnant.
I wanted to make a positive impact in the world, and I thought that my best way of doing that was to become a journalist.
Oh, that's a good joke. Oh wait, she's being serious?
And after about 10 years, I was very burnt out.
10 years? Shush! I will be burnt out after freaking 10 minutes doing that job.
As a marketing specialist for my parents' company.
So your parents have a company, but you just said they struggled to get by. Something ain't adding up here, buddy boy.
Going in, I'm gonna create as stressful of a situation as possible, even for my allies. So I'm gonna sow like seeds of paranoia.
Oh, she's gonna use the Russell Hant strategy. Let's see if it works out better for her.
Survivor is like a deep space exploration mission, except instead of a bunch of highly trained astronauts, you have 18 rascals that are conspiring to jettison each other outside of the airlock.
First of all, what kind of goofy analogy was that? Second of all, you used the word rascal. Third of all, why do you look like the Wish version of Ryan Reynolds?
I grew up in Denver, Colorado. I was kind of a nerd growing up.
Yo, bro got his picture with Abraham Lincoln. Let's go.
He's trying to get humans to go to the moon and Mars and beyond.
What do you mean trying to get humans to go to the moon? Are you implying that we haven't actually already been there? That's it! You've heard it here first, folks. It's confirmed that no human has ever been to the moon, and it was all a lie.
On the side, I'm a musician, and I've been making music for my entire life.
What is bro doing to that tree? That ain't no musician pose, bro.
The dog. His name's Rupert, after Rupert from the Pearl Island.
Yo, dude, I would be so freaking furious if I found out someone named their dog after me.
Pink and orange. I couldn't pick, so I was like, why not both?
Maybe because it makes you look like a moron?
I'm in these New York City streets dating.
Wow, you're dating where you live? That is some good information to have.
Sometimes it's like you're getting ghosted and you want to like text one of those boys like, how dare you do this to me?
Well, I mean, if he's ghosting you, he's not gonna see the text now, is he? Well, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smack that like button and subscribe. And comment down below what you guys think of this cast. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Is there anyone you're interested to see play? Anyone you think is going to be an absolute nuisance? Let me know. And yeah, bye.
We'll be very sad and feed us the steakest. We'll be making glad and make sure to comment about how much Survivor sucks and about how Liz loves Applebee's even though it's butt, and hit the notification bell, because if you don't, like you says, it will be a big mistake, and David the Doofus will throw milk in your face, and then Stinky Sue will take a poo all over your shoes.
Hey everybody, this is Bruce here for season 45 Survivor. Now I, Bruce, the greatest Survivor player to ever exist, demand that all of you subscribe to Meme View, that's N-E-M-E, View, and hit the like button, or if you don't, you end up like me on season 44, alright? You don't want that, do you? Peace!